US President Donald Trump has made a veiled threat to North Korea, claiming years of diplomacy with the rogue state have failed. In typical Trump style, the president shared his thoughts on Twitter, saying presidents and their administrations have been talking to North Korea for 25 years. Agreements made and massive amounts of money paid. Hasn't worked. Agreements violated before the ink was dry, making tools of US negotiators. Sorry, but only one thing will work. It comes after Mr. Trump made vague comments about the calm before the storm in relation to the ongoing North Korean nuclear tensions.
You guys know what this represents? Well, maybe it's the calm before the storm.
What's the storming?
Could be calm before the storm.
What storm, Mr.
We have the
President?
world's great military people in this room. I will tell you that. And we're going to great evening. Thank you all for coming. Thank you.
What storm, Mr. President?
You'll find out. Over $700 billion is getting us back to the position we have to be. Almost never have we needed great, powerful, strong, and brilliant military. And that's where we are, and that's where we're going, and going very rapidly. Moving forward, I also expect you to provide me with a broad range of military options when needed at a much faster pace. I know that government bureaucracy is slow, but I am depending on you to overcome the obstacles of bureaucracy. Finally, I want to thank each and every one of you for the immense personal sacrifices you and your family make on behalf of our great country. Your patriotism, selflessness, and courage are an inspiration to me and an inspiration to our entire nation. I look forward to our discussion today, and I look especially forward to being with you and your spouses a little bit later, where we will have dinner, but I know we'll still be talking about what we all enjoy talking about. And perhaps our spouses have some better ideas than even we do, but I hope not. But I think that could be possible. So again, thank you all for being here. We appreciate it very much, and thank you all very much. I appreciate it. We'll be looking into that over the next short period of time. We'll be looking into that over the next short period of time.
Does the NRA announcement provide some affirmation of the need to make a change?
Thank you all very much. Thank you. You'll be hearing about Iran very shortly. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much, everybody.
Mr. President, what did you mean by calm before the storm? Yesterday, what did you mean by that?
Thank you very much. You'll find out.
Find out.
Thank you.
We'll see.
Fortsätt ytterligare 50 meter efter framtid.
this now.
It's wonderful to be with all of you again. As I said during our last meeting, my number one priority as Commander-in-Chief is to keep our people safe and to empower you, our senior military leaders, to do what you do best. Nobody does it better than the people in this room, believe me. We have many pressing national security issues facing our country. In addition to devastating natural disasters, we have had some big natural disasters, and some of you know exactly because your people have done an incredible job, and I appreciate it. But recently, we have had challenges that we really should have taken care of a long time ago, like North Korea and the revisionist powers that threaten our interests all around the world. It falls on the people in this room to defend the American people from these threats. I know we share a belief in putting the safety and the well-being of the American people first, and I look forward to hearing from you and your ideas. We'll be going to dinner right after this, and we'll be discussing it further. But I look very much forward to discussing certain things right now, and we have certain very critical areas that we will be discussing. In North Korea, our goal is denuclearization. We cannot allow this dictatorship to threaten our nation or our allies with unimaginable loss of life. We will do what we must do to prevent that from happening, and it will be done if necessary, believe me. In addition, we must not allow Iran to obtain nuclear weapons. The Iranian regime supports terrorism and exports violence, bloodshed, and chaos across the Middle East. That is why we must put an end to Iran's continued aggression and nuclear ambitions. They have not lived up to the spirit of their agreement. In all areas, I want to ensure that our armed forces have the funding, the readiness, and the force capacity to be successful. Our budget this year, as you know, well over $700 billion, is getting us back to the position we have to be. Almost never have we needed great, powerful, strong, and brilliant military. And that's where we are, and that's where we're going, and going very rapidly. Moving forward, I also expect you to provide me with a broad range of military options when needed at a much faster pace. I know that government bureaucracy is slow, but I am depending on you to overcome the obstacles of bureaucracy. Finally, I want to thank each and every one of you for the immense personal sacrifices you and your family make on behalf of our great country. Your patriotism, selflessness, and courage are an inspiration to me and an inspiration to our entire nation.